What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we're going to talk about the brand new Tue King archetype that has been revealed for Maximum Crisis. And yeah, these guys are going to be meta. I can already say that right now, just reading through them real quick. Yeah, they're definitely going to be meta. This is basically Dragon Rulers 2.0, as well as a little bit of Monarchs. Kind of, too, is what they're reminding me of. And a little bit of Sacred Beast, even, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, let's go and read through these cards. There's like 9 of them that have been revealed. I'm going to try to go through this kind of quickly because, like I said, there's 9 cards to talk about. And also, we still have plenty of videos I want to work on today. So, let's get going. I still got to play Pokemon Sun and Moon. I bought both of them and I want to play them. So, let's get going. Anyway, first one we have, this card looks awesome, by the way. It is Metatron, the true Draco Mech Soldier. I think I'm saying his name right. Not really sure. I feel like there's going to be a lot of jokes, though, about that first part of his name. Anyway, he is a light wire level 9, 3000 attack, 3000 defense monster. And its effect is, if you normal summon set this card, you must tribute 3 monsters and/or continuous spell, traps you control. This card is unaffected by the same type of card effects as the original type of cards used to tribute summon it, monster, spell, or trap. If this tribute summon card is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 fusion, synchro, or exceed monster from your extra deck that is earth, fire, water, or wind attribute. Yeah, that's the first card, and that's how insane it is already. So, let's see. That's why I'm saying that these kind of remind me of Sacred Beasts, because with Sacred Beasts, except for Reviel I think was like 3 Fiend monsters or something like that, but Harmon was like 3 continuous spells, and then Uriah was 3 continuous traps. And that's why it kind of reminds me of them. And also, with this, you can bring out this card. You can tribute, whether it be 3 monsters, 3 continuous spells, 3 traps that you control to just bring it out. So yeah, first off, that is really cool, a new way of kind of summoning monsters, and then it can be unaffected by whatever type is used to summon it. So that's really cool. So if you use 3 spells, for example, then it's unaffected by spell cards, you know, and so on and so forth. That's pretty interesting already when it has 3000 attack and defense. So it can be unaffected by certain types of cards. That can be pretty crazy. And then, if that wasn't enough, you have it where if it's destroyed by your opponent's card, whether it be by battle or card effect, you are able to then special summon a monster from your extra deck, whether it be a fusion, a synchro, or an exceed monster that is earth, fire, water, or wind attribute. So yes, that gives you access to a lot of different cards out there. So it kind of goes without saying, this card's insane. So if you have, just 3 continuous spells, bring this card out. He's unaffected by spells, and even if he is, gotten rid of, whether it be, battle, card effect, whatever, you're getting a fusion, synchro, or an exceed that is one of those attributes instantly from it. So that's just insane. Like I said, that's just the first monster we're talking about. Yeah, you can already tell where this archetype's going, and yeah, just that alone, you can just show me that card and saying that there's going to be more cards with it, and I can already tell you that it's going to be competitive. I mean, that's pretty insane. Like I said, he does look like War Greymon to me for some reason. I guess the color scheme or something. I don't know. And yeah, next up we have Miramune, the true Draco Phoenix. This one is a Wind Wire level 9, 2700 attack, 2100 defense monster, and its effect is you can only use each effect of Miramune, the true Draco Phoenix, once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand and are face up on your side of the field, including Wind Monster. And if you do special summon this card, and if you do that, you can banish 4 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. If both those monsters are wind, if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 non-wind wire monster from your deck to your hand. This is a card that can get rid of some of your monsters from your hand to then special summon it. And then also you're able to banish the top 4 cards from your opponent's deck and just banish them. So that's pretty cool. I mean, especially if people are using Pot of Desires, just imagine that combo. Your opponent's already using something like Pot of Desires, getting rid of 10 of their cards, from top of their deck, banishing them, and you just get rid of an extra 4. You know how much that could throw off a card like that? I mean, that's pretty insane just by itself. Even if they're not using Pot of Desires, you get rid of some of their key monsters, that can really hurt them. And then the second part, if you're getting rid of 2 wind monsters for its effect, then you're also, if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you're able to get a non-wind wire monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So it's basically then a searcher for the wire monsters that are going to be part of this archetype. So either way, I mean, this card looks like a lot of fun to use, and I gotta say, too, I really love that first effect, too. Just banishing 4 cards like that sounds hilarious, and especially if they are using, like, Desires, or even if they're, like, trying to have certain cards top of the deck. If it's a deck that does control what cards you have on the top, just getting rid of those 4, That's pretty awesome. And then next up we have Dynamite Knuckle, the true Draco fighter. This card looks pretty awesome. Let's see, he has Water, Wire Arm, level 6, 2500 attack, 2100 defense. Its effect is, if you are tribute summoning this card in face-up attack position, you can tribute a face-up continuous spell trap you control instead of a monster. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, if you control this tribute summoning card, you can take one true Draco or Tue King, a continuous trap card from your deck, and either add it to your hand or activate it on your side of the field. So again, this is another one that can be summoned using continuous spells or traps. So that's pretty cool. I really like that mechanic. That sounds like that's going to be pretty fun to use. And then not only that, it has a second effect where basically you can search for one of your true Draco or Tue King continuous trap cards and add it to your hand or just activate it. So that's a really cool card. You know, it has a way where it's able to search for, you know, more of those traps and even just use them right away. So I mean, yeah, that searching effect's definitely come in handy, and just being able to bring this card out that easily with it being a 2500 attack monster is always a good thing. So again, another amazing card for this. You can already tell how scary this is going to be too. I mean, we're just 3 cards in and I'm thinking, man, I don't want to deal with any of these cards. Alright, next up we have Ignis Heat, the true Draco warrior. This is a Fire Wire level 5, 2500 attack, 1000 defense monster. And then also, instead of reading off this card's whole effect, I'm just going to say that it is basically the same effect as the previous card. It's just this time, instead of dealing with trap cards, you're dealing with spell cards. So, same exact effect, it's just that instead it's with spell cards. So, it is a way then you can search for continuous spell cards from your deck, and you can either add them to your hand, or just instantly activate them to your side of the field. So, again, basically everything I said about the previous card still applies to this one. So, yeah, I mean, another amazing card on that, and just a way to instantly activate continuous spells anyway. It's just awesome. So yeah, again, it's the same idea, just different attribute really on the monster and everything, and going for spells instead of traps. And then I believe the last effect monster that we have to talk about is Majesty Maiden, the true Draco Mage. This one is a Wind Wire monster, and it is level 5, a 2300 attack, 1500 defense monster. And just like last time, I'm not going to read off the whole effect for Majesty Maiden because it is basically the same effect yet again. It's just this time you're dealing with monsters. So you're able to add a Tue King or true Draco monster from your deck and just add it to your hand. Instead of, you know, searching for a continuous spell or a continuous trap, you're going with monsters this time. So other than that, I mean, you're also, of course, you know, the different attribute and a little bit weaker on the attack, but I mean, the only difference is that you're going for monsters on this one. So no need to really read off that whole effect and use the time on that, but yeah, again, amazing card to use, and just that searching power alone should be very helpful to help you search for whichever one of the Tue Kings or true Dracos that you're looking for. And then the last monster we're going to talk about for this archetype is the Xyz monster for them, and that is Tue King VFD the Beast. And I've heard that VFD supposedly is supposed to stand for Latin words, which translate to 666. So this is supposed to be the mark of the beast, I guess, for them, which probably will get changed for us when it's translated. Anyway, it is a rank 9 Dark Wire Xyz effect monster, 3000 attack, 3000 defense. It requires 2 or more level 9 monsters to Xyz summon into it. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then declare one attribute. Face-up monsters on the field become monsters of that attribute. Monsters your opponent controls with that attribute cannot activate their effect. Also, they cannot attack. These changes last until the end of this turn. While this card is in your monster zone, if you would destroy a monster with an effect of a Tue King monster in your hand, you can destroy your opponent's monsters instead. So yeah, this card has definitely earned the 666 in its name, if that really is what it translates into, because if not, it should add it anyway, because this is pretty insane. You can activate this first part of its effect during either player's turn, detaching one of your materials from it, and then making it so all the monsters on the field become whatever attribute you choose, and then your opponent's monsters, they cannot attack, and their effects cannot be activated. So yeah, you're just able to basically shut down all your opponent's monsters during either player's turn whenever you choose using this card. So, and if that's not enough, you can also have this where while this card is in your monster zone, if you would destroy monsters with the effect of a Tue King monster in your hand, you can destroy your opponent's monsters instead. So basically by using the Phoenix one that we talked about at the beginning, I think it was like the second monster we talked about, I guess then you could get rid of your opponent's monsters. Change them all to wind, use that effect, get rid of your opponent's monsters. I believe that would work. Yeah, I double checked real quick and I believe that would work. So you could actually change them all to wind, get rid of 2 of your opponent's monsters, bring out the Phoenix, and then you're getting both effects from that too, banishing 4 cards, and then also that second effect too. So that's pretty crazy. Just with that one alone. I mean, there's other combos you could use too, but I'm just thinking of those two cards working together. You better stop it from being summoned. If you're going against this card, you better have some card to stop it, because it's pretty much GG, it sounds like, as soon as this card's out there. And now moving on to our spell cards. So our first continuous spell is True Draco Succession. And let's see, its effect is you can only use each effect of True Draco Succession once per turn. During your main phase, you can draw one card for each type of Tue King or True Draco card, monster, spell, or trap sent to the graveyard this turn. During your main phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, tribute one Tue King or True Draco monster. And the third effect is, if this card is sent from the spell or trap card zone to the graveyard, you can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. So pretty much first off, it is a draw engine card. Then after that, it's another way to help you tribute summon your Tue Kings and True Draco monsters as quickly as possible. And the last part's effect is that whenever it is sent from the spell or trap card zone to the graveyard, you're able to target a spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. So basically, it's a draw card, it's a tribute card, and also it is an MST. Basically, all those together in one continuous spell is what I'm seeing from this. So it helps out the deck in every way, and basically it's like 3 cards in one for them. So this is definitely going to be ran at 3 and is going to be a problem to go up against. And then after that, they also gain a field spell, which is Dragonic Diagram. Its effect is all Tue King or True Draco monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. While this card is in the field zone, each tribute summoned Tue King or True Draco monster cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. Once per turn, you can destroy one other card you control or have in your hands, and if you do, add one Tue King or True Draco card from your deck to your hands. So that's a pretty insane field spell whenever it's able to power up your monsters, protect your monsters, and also search for more of them. So yeah, I wish more archetypes out there had a field spell like this. Like that's probably one of the best field spells I've seen in quite a long time. And then last but not least, we have the continuous trap card for them, and that is Revival of the Tue King. Its effect is, if this card is sent from the spell or trap card zone to the graveyard, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. You cannot activate the following effects of Revival of the Tue King in the same chain. The first one is that you can target one True Draco or Tue King monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn. And then the second effect is, during your opponent's main phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, tribute summon but not set one True Draco or one Tue King monster. And then last effect is you can only use each effect of Revival of the Tue King once per turn. So again, it's a card that has many different effects, which I'm glad it also says you can't chain these effects. So, you can't use them in the same chain, because that would be even more ridiculous for the card, although it's pretty out there as it is, because first off, it has, of course, an effect where if it is sent from the spell trap card zone to the graveyard, which you could, do that to summon one of your Tue Kings or True Dracos, then you're able to target a monster on the field and destroy it. So then you can just destroy one of your opponent's monsters on their side of the field, or even yours. I mean, it is just on the field, so it's just a destruction effect right off the bat with that. The second part makes it so it has a revival effect for your Tue Kings or True Dracos, but of course you can't special summon any other monsters for the rest of the turn. And then the last part of its effect is that during your opponent's main phase, after this effect resolves, you are able to tribute summon, but not set, a True Draco or Tue King monster. So it also has an additional summoning effect to it. So again, all 3 effects are amazing on this. Yeah, what do you guys think about these cards? Do you like them, not like them so much? For me, I'm interested in using these, but I feel like, just by reading all these effects, I feel like all of them are going to be like secret rare for us as soon as they're printed, but probably not that extreme, but they're going to be high rated cards. They're going to be, like I said, this is going to be a competitive deck, and it's definitely going to be meta. So what do you guys think about these? Do you like them, not like them so much? For me, part of me is not looking forward to going against these, but also I gotta say they look like fun to use too. So I'm pretty interested in trying them out, because like I said, like many people are saying too, I'm not going to just take credit for it, that we're basically seeing a new version of Dragon Rulers as well as Monarchs. And I gotta say too, it does remind me of Sacred Beast, being able to use continuous spells and traps. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these. They're all going to be in Maximum Crisis, which is the next set that is coming out for the OCG. So I think that makes it so they're going to be about summertime or so for us. It'll be next year, obviously, for us to get these in English. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you love or hate these cards. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video wasn't too long, because there's a lot of cards to talk about, and of course I will catch you guys later. See ya.